tear out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I see it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it shared all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Today on EA Sports, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Hurts throwing right away. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Now the second down throw on target. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6, and the Dolphins first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Hurts. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Here we go. 45. Wide. Drill. 52. Ready, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Dances by him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realized he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and
it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen. Every now and then, you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let them have that opportunity.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
60 red. 560.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Browns. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Miami set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Hurts throw taken in here by Jackson. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Down. 52 blue. I'm coming for you. Jaws, 10. Sponge. No. Ready.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 96 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This goes out wide for... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flushed out right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And bringing it out usually isn't the best decision, but he turned it into a good decision with what winds up being a terrific return. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Browns to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
From the 17, Hurts. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's
On first down, Hurts. Dancing to his left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Hurts. Dump, and he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. Loose inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 42-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Steele.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught by Jackson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, they're going to run for it here. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in week 2. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Justin Jefferson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Giants played well a week ago. They're doing it again as they try to run their mark to 2-0. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Powers through him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Switch up. 51 to mine.
Mixing up the middle, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
So good.